today. We are now in the full swing of spring, and as summer rapidly approaches, it's time to start thinking about summer camps and activities for your kids. But don't panic. There's lots of opportunity here in the Verde Valley for kids of all ages. So today you're going to learn quite a bit about a lot of that. Coming up on May 9th is Desert Star Community Schools' annual Mayfair. And that's going to be at Windmill Park in Cornville. Handwork assistant Suzanne Lovejoy is in the studio today to fill us in on what's going to be happening at this wonderful event that's put on by the Desert Star Community School. And it's just one of our other great schools doing a great event, and you'll want to be there, so you'll hear all about that. Allie Olson, the owner of Allie Boutique, will be here to talk about Camp Soaring Eagle. Camp Soaring Eagle's mission is to provide the healing power of laughter to thousands of seriously ill children by giving them the opportunity to go to a medically supervised camp with no cost to the campers or the families. That's pretty special. Allie has been so kind to join us today and share wonderful stories about all the good that Camp Soaring Eagle does here in the Verde Valley. And it's almost time for the Verde Valley Fair. Yippee! This year's fair is going to kick off on April 29th. Verde Valley Fairgrounds Director Colleen Gilboy is going to fill us in on all the fun and exciting new things that are happening at the fair this year. She's so excited she can barely contain herself, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Later we'll be joined by Corey Skurja. Yeah, that's a good one, huh? Skurja. Corey Skurja, the programs coordinator for Embry. This whole thing is going to be tough. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Summer Camp. Does that fit on a badge, I wonder? Corey, along with summer camp student employee Bruce Nelson, will amaze us with all the way cool happenings at ERAU this summer for kids 7 to 18. I wish they had camps like this when I was a kid. It was way too cool. Then we'll head over to Montezuma's Well and chat with Park Ranger Alicia Letterman at this 800-year-old home site for the Sinagua Indians. Now, while the Sinaguan people may have mysteriously left the well, you won't want to, because I sure didn't. We'll show you a truly beautiful and interesting place to spend some time. And finally, rounding out our show today is the Cuban band Outside the Box. Lead singer and songwriter Mercy Bermudez and these guys will be laying down some sweet Cuban grooves in our studio today. You won't want to miss it. So lots of fun on today's show, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm here now with Suzanne Lovejoy, who is the handwork assistant for Desert Star Community School. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
I think we got you out of Ames testing day.
Yes.
Good day to get out of school.
Yes, it is.
So handworking must be just a wonderfully rewarding thing to be teaching the children.
It is. It's fabulous, and the kids love it too. And it's one of those classes where they're like, yay, it's handwork time. They're always happy to see you, you know.
That's nice, to be a teacher and be happy to be seen. Really, you've got half the battle won.
I know.
Well, that's very cool. It's a wonderful skill that I know you possess, an amazing amount of skill in the handwork area.
Thanks.
So sharing it with the kids, it's so nice of you to do that.
It is, and I learn as much from the kids as they learn from me, I think, because you see how they have different ideas of how to do things, and I've been doing this all my life, and I'm like, oh, I never really thought of it doing it that way. And it's like, here's you know, a third grader thinking, oh, well, why don't you do it this way? I was like, well, that makes sense.
Gee,
so it's great. So I definitely learn a lot from them.
Well, that's awesome. Well, in case you don't know, Desert Star Community School is a K through 8th school. It meets Arizona State educational standards, but with an innovative approach, experiential, meaningful, and imaginative, which is really cool and really different from a lot of the other schools. It's a Waldorf influenced school.
Right.
That's correct.
Yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about that philosophy for the school?
Yes. Well, Rudolf Steiner was the founder of this Waldorf education, and his theory is it's mind, body, and soul. So we try to integrate, in addition to the state standards, as you said, the whole body and mind of the child as well. So we might be teaching math or language arts or a foreign language, but we integrate whether movements or music or poetry or art to involve the child's other senses into learning that process. And it's great because a lot of kids learn in different ways, and this focuses on all those different ways. So you really get all the different learning methods that the kid can process, and it has been just invaluable. It's a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah. That's true. Teaching the whole child,
exactly,
the whole child,
very holistic.
You know, it's a little different than mainstream, for sure.
It is, and we do still teach the basics. It is a charter school, so you know it is public. It's free and open to the community, but we integrate that whole philosophy of the whole child. We encourage creative thinking, thinking outside the box. That's what our goal is, to get kids who are going through this education, not just tunnel vision, but thinking of different ways of doing things.
Well, that's awesome. I can see you're very passionate about
I
this.
am. I truly believe in it.
That's
It's
wonderful.
great. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So Mayfair.
Yes.
It's an annual event. It's so exciting.
It is.
You guys
It's
have
fun.
so much fun when you
It
do
is great.
Mayfair. I know you do. So tell us what's going to be happening at the Mayfair this year.
Well, this Mayfair is May 9th, as you said. It's from 11 to 3 at Windmill Park in Cornville. And we are going to have all kinds of things this year. It's really an old-fashioned, fun for the family, fun for kids of all ages event. So we're having a petting zoo. We've got pony rides. We've got vendors who are going to be selling their wares. That's not really a huge part of it, but we do have some things. We have music, different musicians from the Verde Valley. We're also having the Verde Valley School band is going to be playing for part of the time there. We're going to have a cakewalk, which is always fun.
Very fun.
We are going to have, of course, our maypole, because this is our May Day event.
Right.
So we're going to do the maypole dance, and we have a little skit, a play that we do, which is always fun. There will be crafts for kids to do, whether it's sword making and shield making or garland making for hair, or just different things that kids can do and take home with them.
Nice.
We're gonna, the Society for Creative Anachronism is going to be there again, doing their
Fabulous.
medieval setup and performances, which is always really neat.
They're fantastic.
They're back again this year.
Awesome.
We're gonna have a water slide.
Get out.
Yeah, so that's, yay.
Wow.
That's always nice in the middle of May in Arizona. It's a
That's
water
true.
slide. That's a big attraction.
true. Yes.
What else are we going to have? There's just a lot going on. It's a fun day and just kind of low key. It's for the kids. It's for the community. And we are always looking for sponsors to help us put on this event. So local businesses who want to sponsor and get, advertising for their company, whether it's on brochures or on our website, we always welcome that. But it's just a fun family, old-fashioned event for the community, really, and for the kids.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
How many have you done now? Is this 6?
No, this is 4 for me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's got longevity starting already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and you've survived, so it's
Yes,
obviously
I've
good.
survived. It's fun. It's so much fun to go there. The kids just love it, and they hang out. We sit on the grass field and listen to music, and sometimes they have a parade around the walkway there, a costume parade, and the people are just, it's such a, you leave with such a happy feeling and such a sense of community.
Everybody's happy. You got
it's a wonderful
all the
thing.
boys dressed like knights by the end because they've made their swords and their shields, and the little girls are all fairies and they're running around. And of course, everybody's ridden the ponies and petted the goats or the chickens or whatever they brought. It's a wonderful afternoon, and it's basic, it's important stuff. It's not computer games, and nobody's throwing darts at anything, but it's good, wholesome fun for the whole family, kids of all ages, and it's from 11 to 3. It's going to be a gorgeous Saturday over there at Windmill Park on May 9th. Now there is an admission fee for the kids to participate.
I think to get into the fair itself is free, but if you want to do any of the activities, there is a nominal fee to do
because
that.
it is a fundraiser for Desert Star, and I believe it is your only fundraiser.
Our big fundraiser of the year, exactly.
Absolutely, and you guys are building a new building now.
We are, which
You're
is going to
expanding.
be an auditorium, a kitchen area, and I think there's going to be classroom space as well, which we desperately need.
Right,
so.
absolutely. You need some help there.
Yeah.
Check out desertstarschool.org, desertstarschool.org. You can look up all about the school, about the campus. Information about Mayfair is on there. If you want to sponsor, perhaps help them out with Mayfair, or perhaps donate anything to Desert Star Community School, 928-282-0171. That's 282-0171. You give them a call, see what's needed, and get involved with this wonderful community school. Desert Star Community School is located on South Recycler Road in Cornville. So make sure you get to the Mayfair on May 9th from 11 to 3. Very important. Wear your sunscreen. Bring a hat.
Yes. There is shade, which is nice because it's in the
Windmill
park.
Park is really lovely.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Suzanne, thank you so much for joining us.
You are
really
very
appreciate
welcome.
it. Really
Thank you.
appreciate the work you're doing over there at Desert Star.
Thank you. It's
Thank
nice
you.
to hear.
Thanks. And we'll be right back with more Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
we budget, so don't accept defeat.
Now you can get covered and still buy me treats.
You take care of your pets. Now it's their turn to take care of you. Visit getcoveredamerica.org to learn about your health insurance options.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Hello, welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm here now with Colleen Gilboy, who is the director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, and it's almost time for the fair!
It's time! Yay!
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to see you.
Really excited to be here.
Oh, you must be getting just so out of control excited for April 29th, the opening day of the fair.
It's coming. I was driving over here and I noticed the wind was blowing, so I know it's getting close.
Yeah,
the fair is coming.
It is awesome. One of the biggest events of the year.
Yeah, we have about 25,000 people come. So, yeah.
That's insane. Yes, that's great. And the excitement is as large as your banner. Have you seen this banner?
Go big.
That's right. You go big, go home.
Go big, go home.
So tell us, the fair is going to open on April 29th at 4.
4
p.m.
p.m.
will open at 4.
At 4 p.m. and it's great. It's a great day to come out. It opens at 4. It's only $3 for the gate pass to get in.
Wow.
And so it's a real reasonable day to come and check things out. And so there'll be exhibits and entertainment and lots of great stuff. And we start our animal shows. So.
Right. Oh, my favorite. In fact, I have a typo. You can't see it on my pad. It says fun fur, F-U-R all. And that was an unconscious thing out of a fur. Because I get so excited about the animals. It's just so much fun.
Right. We have 46 extra animals this year over last year.
Wow. Nice turnout.
Yeah.
Sheesh. And what kind of animal judging do you guys do?
We do anything from steers, goats, lambs, chickens, rabbits, cavy, goats, pygmy goats.
I think pygmy goats.
I'm not accurate on this, but they're like 67 pygmy goats or something. Wow. There's these little things that probably not much bigger than my cow.
That's true. Not much bigger than your herd mate there. Too fun. Just so cute. And what else are you going to have going on at the fair?
Well, one of the things that's really exciting is there's a lot of people in the Verde Valley that are extremely talented.
Yeah.
And this is a way for them to show off their stuff. And so I just brought some of our knitters' work that I don't know if they're putting it all in, but anyway, it's just so neat to see what the people here in the Verde Valley do, and including the youth. The youth put in artwork. Mm-hmm. It could be pottery, glass work. Last year we had a group that did glass as youth.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And then the students do woodworking and metal work, and people bring in their flowers, their baked goods, their canned goods. Wow. Their cake decorating is a part of it. Really? So if you decorate cakes, you can bring them in and be part of the exhibit. Wow. And we judge them, and there's prize money.
Wow. How about that?
Right. I mean, it's everything. Quilts, canned goods, everything.
Wow, the canned goods.
So if you...
Did you say canned goods?
I did. I don't put any in, but yes, canned goods is one of the categories.
Oh, I see. Canning.
Canning.
Oh, okay. There we go.
What were you thinking?
Canned goods. I was thinking canned goods.
You went down and bought something at the store?
I'm like,
No.
Whoever can stack the green beans the most creative way wins prize. No, the exhibits are better than that. They're so awesome. It's great. You could just spend the whole day just seeing the exhibits.
Correct. And we have 3 buildings of them. So people think, oh, that's it. No, there's more. There's more.
Yes, but yes, there's lots more. So we have the animals. So we have the judging of the animals. We have the exhibits, and thus, therefore, judged as well. And you also have music.
Music every day, all day long. And we have a rodeo. Wednesday night is the youth rodeo.
Oh.
And so the kids are out there goat tying, steer roping.
Mutton busting?
Mutton bust? No, not at this event.
Okay.
That's in the fall. You got to come back in the fall. And then Friday and Saturday is a full rodeo.
Wow.
A bull, steer, bronc. Friday
what time does the rodeo start?
7 p.m. both Friday and Saturday night. And it's put on by us and Grand Canyon Pro Rodeo.
Wow. I'm going both nights.
Bring it.
I'm going both nights. I love it. I was just talking rodeo with our news fella today, so I'm all fired up about rodeo.
It's awesome.
That's great.
It's awesome.
And you've got such a beautiful arena there at the fairgrounds.
We do. We are really blessed, and it's just great. We have a great group of volunteers that is the committee that coordinates and manages it, and that it's kind of like the livestock committee does the livestock and the arena committee does the arena, but they have their heart for it and they want to see it succeed.
Absolutely. And you guys are doing a bang-up job. Now, of course, at the fair there's food.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You just dine your way through the food vendors.
Yes. Oh, nothing wrong with that.
I love it. It's my favorite part of the fair.
Do you get to pick the food vendors?
No, because if I did, it would be a funnel cake and cotton candy and funnel cake and fry bread and funnel cake.
Oh, hey, that's okay.
But since other people pick, there's actually other.
There's actually other things as well.
Other food as well.
Well, that's cool. And of course, there's the carnival rides. Great rides.
Brown's Amusement brings them, and it's just a great family guy. He's done it for 17 years here at the fair. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, carnival rides. Yeah, I like to watch other people go on the carnival rides. I'm one of those people that gets motion sick just looking at the tilt-a-whirl.
At watching them. Yes, I'm right in the same boat as you.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I watch from afar. Great.
Sure. Well, you've got an interesting schedule going on. So Wednesday, the gates open at 4 and they go until 10. Thursday, which is the 30th, it's 10 to 10. Friday, May 1st, it's 10 to 11. It's different every day.
Every day.
Saturday, the 2nd, is 9 to 11. And Sunday, May 3rd, is 10 to 7. Now, a couple of interesting things. Thursday, April 30th, Armed Forces Day.
Correct. And that's our military can show their card and come in for free.
Right.
And
that's great.
Our Senior Citizen Day, too.
And it's Senior Citizen Day.
Right.
Yes.
Everybody over 60 gets in free on Thursday.
Yep.
And it's just, they are a huge part of our community, and we want to make sure that they are involved.
That's really awesome.
And there will be demonstrations. We have free demonstrations that we started it last year in the Guyberg building, which is where a lot of the knitting, the quilts, the canned goods that you can, the irises, all that stuff. In there also is woodworkers and different people doing demonstrations in case you're interested in picking up a hobby.
Oh, hey, that's a great idea. That's very cool. Very cool. And free admission, well, admission is really nothing anyway. It's $3 to $8 depending on your age.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. That's nothing. That gets you into all the exhibits. It gets you into the livestock shows, the community shows, the concert, the rodeo. All that is included in your $3 to $8 admission. How do you do that so cheap?
Well,
it's incredible.
We actually this year have a couple sponsors that have picked up different days, and so that's what's helped us. And we feel that this is our community.
Yeah.
And we need them to be there.
Sure.
And so we reduced the prices last year for the gate. And we took it down, and we had a lot of positive feedback. So we kept it at the lower rate again this year.
Nice.
And so the highest is $8 for adults.
Which is nothing. So
Right.
Very cool. All right, April 29th through May 3rd, see you at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds for the Verde Valley Fair. Colleen Gilvoy, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you. And if anybody needs anything, it's vvfair.com.
There you go. Can't beat that. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I am now here with Corey Skurja, who is the Summer Programs Coordinator for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And she's brought along Bruce Nelson, who is a summer camp student employee and a past attendee of the camp. So we're getting the inside scoop today. Corey, Bruce, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having us.
What an amazing program you guys have over there.
We do.
That's unbelievable. How long has ERAU been around?
Oh my goodness. Do you have the answer to that?
More than 50 years, though.
Wow.
I would say probably since the 1960s.
That is amazing.
We've grown a bunch. They at one point they added athletics, and now they're adding dorms, and we have an academic center that's supposed to be built here in the next few years. So the campus is growing a lot. We're at full capacity at the moment.
Right. You were founded, here it is, right here. Should have read my own notes. 1926, you were founded. And you've established yourself as the world's largest and most respected university specializing in aviation and aerospace.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a summer program.
We do.
Oh my God.
We do.
That's amazing. They didn't have anything like this when I was a kid. You know, it was like the same old camp with the lakes and the canoes and the archery, and you know, that was it. That was what you had. There was no chance of going to an aeronautical university camp. So please tell us about the program and what you guys offer there.
Okay, we have 13 internal camps. Internal meaning that we do all of the programming for them. So we have 13 camps ranging from aerospace engineering to computer and electrical engineering to global security and intelligence, flight, and then we also have a middle school flight camp as well. So the rest of them are all for high school students, but we have a 3-day flight camp for middle school students as well.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, what happens in a 3-day flight camp?
It's just kind of a teaser into our flight exploration camp for the high school students. So it's they get flight time up in a Cessna 172, I believe is the plane, and they learn weather, ground school, air traffic control, all kinds of things. But those classes don't go as far into the topics as the week-long camp does.
Wow, at camp you can learn to fly a plane. Geez, we've come a long way since the canoes in the dirty lake. Wow, that is amazing. You cover everything. You cover aviation, business, space, computers, technology. So all the kids who are so hungry for technology right now, this is perfect. Just perfect.
Exactly, it really is. We have a camp that we just started this year actually, which is the computer and electrical engineering Arduino camp, and it's even being a programmer for the school, I didn't know what it was. The professors kind of brought the idea up, and it's a microprocessor, and they told us that there would be this niche in society that would know about it, and they'd be interested, and the camp is actually already filled, and we have people on the wait list.
Wow.
So there's definitely a need for these types of camps.
Wow.
So
yeah, I bet. Now, Bruce, you have been to these camps here at the university. Tell us about your experience.
One of the camps I went to was the Global Security Intelligence Camp. So So beginning, when you go to the camp, you assume an alias, kind of like becoming a spy,
Really?
somebody different.
What was yours?
Mine was actually Kane White. I know
Nice.
other people like to choose James Bond or Tony
Oh,
Stark, though.
fun.
A bit over the top. But after that,
You're more modest than that. Don't need to go Tony Stark.
no, not quite. After that, we were able to actually learn about global terrorism, security threats as well, and actually be trained on how to actually capture spies, and then ultimately in the end, how to become one as well.
Wow, spy camp. Jesus, it gets cooler by the minute.
It does.
That is so cool.
It was awesome.
So are you a spy right now? Are you here because you're checking on me? Did I do something wrong? You would know, wouldn't you?
I would know.
Wow, that's very, very cool.
It is.
Wow, and now you're actually an employee.
I'm employed and also a second year at Embry-Riddle as well as a student.
Wow, well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And I can see in your eyes you really love it.
Yeah, it is amazing.
That's amazing. So what do you do as a summer camp student employee? What's your job?
So as a summer employee, I oversee some of the camps. Some of them could be the spy camp, aerospace camps. I gather students in groups, guide them through, hey, how to be a spy, maybe through Arduino, how to construct these really cool microprocessor units, and pretty much have them learn and just kind of guide them, though. I really don't teach them. It's pretty much a learning experience for themselves. Just kind of like, hey, this is the direction you need to take, though.
Wow, that is so cool. Jeez, that's amazing. How lucky for you to be part of that, and amazing for you to be part of that as well as a programmer. I mean,
definitely, and it's wonderful having the students work with us too. A lot of our main focus with our camps is the recruitment side of things. So we want the kids to come to our camp, see the campus, really have the collegiate experience. So they live in our dorms, they eat at our dining hall, they take classes from leading professors at Embry-Riddle. We don't bring in, random professors or anything like that. These are professors that are teaching our students all year long. So it's definitely a recruitment tool, and the fact that we can have our students there to guide them through that, they can kind of talk to them about what it's like to be a student once they get there.
I bet. That's amazing. I mean, you've been voted one of the best technological universities in the country. I mean, that is amazing. And the fact that the kids can explore all these different career possibilities of flight and mechanical engineering and global security and what it's like to be a NASA astronaut, they can explore that. That's just amazing that you guys offer this program. And it's from youth age 7 to 18. So that's a nice range.
Ours are from 12 to 18.
12 to 18.
Daytona Beach has some day camps for the younger students, but we don't have those this year.
Okay, very good. 12 to 18. Very cool. That's still pretty young to be pulling in all that heavy stuff, being a spy and all that. But the kids these days, they're so hungry for that. It's absolutely amazing. And of course, you've also got sports. Baseball, you've got basketball, you've got soccer, tennis, of course, keep the physical body going too, and you got all the mental going. So if they want to hear more, they should check you out on your website.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is really long and on the screen. We'll put it up on the screen here. There you go. That's the website. When you start adding dashes and those, like, okay, wait, it's on the screen. Right there, go ahead, contact them on the website. You'll see the schedule and all kinds of interesting information. The website's gorgeous. Whomever is your programmer for that.
We've done a lot of work on that this year,
really
yes.
Nice job. So that's really cool. And they're located at 37,000 Willow Creek Road in Prescott. So wonderful Prescott. In the summer, that's where you want to be. It's nice and cool. So you've got to check out Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. They're doing summer camp. All kinds of different programs, ages 12 to 18. So get on there and check them out. Corey, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Bruce, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's so awesome to have your enthusiasm in the studio. I feel like a total loser because I don't know half of all this technological stuff. Just okay, but whatever, it's not my generation, but it's the current generation. So it's awesome that you're able to feed that. So thank you very much. And I really appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more Verde Valley Experience. So don't go away.
Headaches and back pain are two of the top reasons people choose Mosing Chiropractic. Dr. Mosing also treats symptoms of numbness and tingling, as well as those injured in auto or work accidents. Dr. Mosing uses gentle chiropractic techniques, as well as electric muscle stim and cold laser therapies. Call Dr. Mosing today at 634-0733. No spine left behind at Mosing Chiropractic.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full. Keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. You don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now down here on this gorgeous day right next to Montezuma's Well, and we are here with Park Ranger Alicia Letterman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It is gorgeous down here. I actually haven't been down here before, and it's amazing. What an incredible environment down here.
Definitely.
Now, there is some confusion about Montezuma's Well because it is part of the Montezuma's Castle National Monument. However, it's not right next door to it, where some confusion comes in. It's actually 11 miles north of it. So tell us the difference between the two spots.
Sure, yeah, that's correct. So actually, the well is the next exit north off of I-17. It's about a 20-minute drive north of the castle. We are part of the same monument, but just separate units. Sure. So the Montezuma Castle National Monument was actually established in 1906, and then this unit was added later in the late 40s.
Mm-hmm. Sure, and thanks to Theodore Roosevelt for creating the Antiquities Act, apparently. So it's an amazing thing to have preserved, and now you get visitors every day of the year except for Christmas. Don't come on Christmas. And what are people going to expect to see here? What are they going to find?
Sure, so there's usually about 3 main reasons why people come here. Well, there's a lot of reasons, but people often come for the prehistory, so the cultural sites that were here built starting around 1100. People come for the unique biology of the well. We have a really interesting ecosystem which is found here with endemic species which are found nowhere else in the world.
Right, that's interesting.
Yeah,
sure.
Even some leeches.
Yes.
They're not blood-sucking, don't worry.
And water scorpions, apparently.
Yes, water scorpions, which hang upside down from the sides of the banks, the water plants. People come for the really interesting geology. There is a, the water's fed by vents underneath, and it's about 1.6 million gallons of water which come in and leave the well every day.
Every single day. That's amazing.
And the level doesn't really change. It depends on water which fell thousands of years ago, and so our current precipitation level doesn't really have much effect on the level of the well.
Wow. Well, that's really, really interesting. So you've got it all, basically. You've got the ruins, if folks are interested in the ancient history of the Sinagua peoples who were here 800 years ago.
Yeah, they left late 1300s, early 1400s.
Truly. And they left some wonderful examples of ruins that are all around the well. So there's several different sites around the well that you can go and see these wonderful ruins. And all the wonderful creatures, as have been mentioned, the water scorpions and the leeches, but cuter things. We've seen squirrels and what were the other cute little fuzzy things?
Oh, well, there's birds.
Well, okay, they're cute and fuzzy.
Yeah, there's actually my favorite of the birds are the canyon wrens. So we might hear them in a minute. They have really descending trills, like the.
Oh yes,
it goes
I
like
hear those all the time.
And those are the canyon wrens. In terms of other fuzzies, we have deer, which you may see if you're here. I haven't seen them actually in the well, but they do frequent the Beaver Creek, which is right on the other side.
Sure.
We certainly have raccoons, rabbits, all sorts of fuzzies.
And ringtail cats.
Yes.
You said you see ringtail cats here. I bet there's all kinds of neat wildlife. I saw beautiful butterflies. So if you're into nature, birding and all that stuff, this is going to be a wonderful spot. And the biology is really interesting. And mention again, you talked about how some of the species here are found nowhere else in the world. I mean, that's amazing.
Sure, yeah, so there's leeches, as I was mentioning, and the leeches are actually really interesting because they don't have eyes. They detect their prey based on hair-like structures in their mouth, and so they can sense the prey swimming by.
Wow.
Those prey are often amphipods, which are little tiny shrimp-like creatures, also unique to this well, specific species only found here. And so when they swim by, they can feel the water movement and then catch them. So they're not the kind of leeches you would think that would suck onto
not the
you.
gross ones.
Yeah, they're more like hunters, predators.
Sure, which is very interesting because they're not found anyplace else in the world. And the water here that's coming out of the well has a lot of carbon dioxide in it. So there are no fish, so you can leave your fishing poles at home.
Yes, and that is one of the things which allowed this sort of unique ecosystem to occur because it didn't have that sort of top predator.
That's really interesting. Though there are turtles.
Yes.
You've got the Sonoran desert turtle. No,
Close, Sonoran mud turtle.
Sonoran mud turtle, which are really cute.
Yes.
So if you come, leave your turtles at home. Do not bring turtles here. That's not okay. Leave the sliders in the tank in the pet store, but don't bring them here. They disrupt the environment.
Yes.
Thought I'd throw that in there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But you can bring your dog, oddly enough, as long as they're on a leash.
Leashed, obviously pick up after them, but they are welcome on the trail.
And you're going, the trails, what trails? Well, there's trails all around the well, and you can go by all the different sites, and it's gorgeous. It's wonderful, and it's not the easiest of going. There's lots of stairs, so if you have issues with steps, you may want to consider staying at the top or something, or wear good hiking shoes and come down, but it's absolutely gorgeous down here. You have a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You really
I think so.
I know. What are your hours here?
We are open 8 to 5 every day, except for Christmas. Our picnic area closes at 4, so if you'd like to have a nice picnic, check out that area down there. Lots of benches and shade. And actually the prehistoric irrigation canal, which is what the water runs into, actually goes past through our picnic area. So you can see the water flowing from the well all the way down there.
Right, see, it's got to go somewhere. So that's really neat. And there's bathrooms, which was one of my prerequisites always, is bathrooms. And there are restrooms here. And there's a little museum and a visitor center.
We do have a contact station. We're always here roaming around. If we're not at the station, we're out on the trail. So you're welcome to come find us and ask any questions.
That's awesome. And if you go online, you can type in Montezuma as well, and the website's going to come up for the Arizona government website's going to come up, and you're going to see all kinds of cool information there, basic outline of what's going on, of course, the rules and the regs and what you can and can't, and then everything that is available. Lots of really good information there. Getting here is half the battle, I'm telling you, but you're just going to come off I-17 there into the McGuireville and Rimrock exit, take Beaver Creek Road all the way down, and you'll see the signs. Great signage, by the way.
Thank you.
Park Ranger Alicia Letterman, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Taking time out of your busy day. Really appreciate it. We're at Montezuma as well. You've got to come check this out. It's really gorgeous. And don't go away because we'll be right back.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
French fries. Finding best potatoes.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. You can't go.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Qué amargo el amor cuando se tienen esperanzas irreal. Dulce palabras se dicen, pero no hay dulzura sin la sinceridad de un corazón tierno y puro será. El amor sin esperanzas irreal. Falsidades no se tienen que decir, solamente sentir el cariño de un corazón tierno. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Cada vez que te veo, se me sale el corazón del pecho y del alma. Que extraño el amor cuando se siente desesperado. Sufrimientos del pasado son ilusiones que se dan con el aire, pero queda en el alma. Puede uno querer cuando se tienen esperanzas irreales. Falsidades no se tienen que decir, solamente sentir el cariño de un corazón tierno. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Cada vez que te veo, se me sale el corazón del pecho y del alma. Cuando te caes, cuidado que caes. 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 Cuidado que caes, cuando te caes, cuidado que caes, cuando te caes, cuidado que caes, cuando te caes, cuidado que caes. Cuando te caes, cuidado que caes, cuando te caes, cuidado que caes. Cuando te caes, cuidado que caes. Cuando te caes, cuidado que caes. Mentiras. Mentiras. Mentiras.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can't help but clap. And thank you for dancing. I just loved it. Outside the box, everyone. It was such an honor to have musicians of such caliber in the show. So thank you guys so much for being here. These guys are wonderful, as you can tell. You've seen this. Mercy Bermudez, the lead singer and the vocalist and just amazing songwriter. Thank you. This is awesome. So great to see Cuban music in the Verde Valley. Can you tell I'm excited about this? I love my job. You guys are fantastic, and you've been doing this for a little while, I think.
Yes, yes, we have. Yes. Michael and I went out on New Year's Eve on 2008, and we saw Larry play this incredible guitar with his Gypsy Jazz Trio, and you know, we just put it in our head that we would that we would play with him someday, and the opportunity came up, and then. Larry's an incredible songwriter, and he wrote those two songs, the music to those two, and I wrote the lyrics. And so we started really doing a lot of variety of music, and then incorporating the Cuban music into that, which is what Outside the Box is. Sort of like Outside the Box with Cuban groove.
There you go. Yeah, you guys have quite an eclectic song list. I mean, you play some of my favorites, which are the Buena Vista Social Club and the Gypsy Kings. I love those guys. But you also do Beach Boys, and you guys do Aretha Franklin. I mean, that's amazing. Groovy music, all kinds, comes out of you guys, which is really, really fun. But one of the things that's recently come about in 2012, you released a CD, Mercy.
Yes, it was a really special opportunity. There is really a fantastic drummer, Kurt Biscara, who offered to produce a CD if I ever did something in Spanish, because both my parents are from Havana. And originally, I didn't believe him, actually. And then, you know, the opportunity came up, and we did 4 old school Cuban songs, Celia Cruz, and then Larry and I wrote, you know, the other half. And we had some stellar musicians on that, like Luis Conte, and we were really, and I did it as a sort of a tribute to my parents and the culture that I was raised in.
Sure,
so it was a great opportunity, and it was considered for a Grammy.
I know. That's so great. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And thank you for bringing Cuban Groove to the Verde Valley, guys. This is so awesome. I lived in South Florida for way too long. I'm not going to tell you because you'll guess my age if I tell you. And it just wafted on the air down there in South Florida, Cuban music. So I'm not Cuban. I'm not anywhere near Cuban, but it runs through me sort of the same way it does you. It's just something that's so wonderful and life-moving. You know, the dancing is just so great. And you guys do some playing around town. You play at Vino di Sedona.
We do. We'll be at Vino di Sedona this Saturday, April 18th, at 7 o'clock. And then I think, we're playing there again on May 30th.
May 30th, yeah.
And so that would be a good place to come hear us. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And speaking of hearing you, we can hear your music on Spotify and Pandora.
Yes, yes. It's the CD's name is called Me Llamo Mercy, and it's getting some good airplay. So yeah.
That's really great. And you can find it on iTunes.
Yeah, on iTunes.
Wow, you guys are huge.
Well,
that's so awesome. And that first song was one that you wrote, Larry?
We wrote together.
You wrote that together? What was the name of that one?
That song is called Mentiras, which means lies, and the story is it's about having sincere love for the person and not having too many expectations, and that's and being honest.
Oh, really? Is that possible? Not too many expectations. What? I think I need to move to Cuba. If that's what it's like in Cuba, I'm there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Cubans are so passionate. I don't even think it goes through the mind.
Well, that's awesome. I speak a little Spanish, so I hear a word every now and then, but thank you for explaining that.
Thank you.
And then you're going to do another song selection. Now, how about this one? Did you write this one?
Larry, the same. The way it works is Larry has, he just can write music. It just comes out of his hair, So,
nice.
And he was, this song started out. He started writing the chorus, and he said, I hear like Linda Lena, and I said, oh, okay.
Great.
And so then I took that, and then this story is actually about how my parents met.
Ooh.
My mother was at a dance, and my father saw her and was actually, it's bittersweet. He was with another woman, and he saw my mother, who was really quite beautiful. They're passed away now, and he literally he was engaged to this woman.
Oh no!
And then anyway, he wound up marrying my mother, and it's about the story about how they met.
Wow!
So it's a nice story, and that's that's what Linda Lynn is all about.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and she went to a dance, and that, so.
Wow, and he just, that was it. His heart was gone, and sorry. Well, what do they call that? Leftover
That was
tuna
old
fish, or-
school love, is
Yeah,
what they say.
yes, right. Yeah, well, that kind of rocks these days too, I'm afraid. So not much has changed. So very cool. Well, introduce us to everybody, because I don't have your last name.
So this is Larry Zarnicki. He is guitarist and singer and songwriter. And Kevin McQuaid, jazz drummer and percussionist, superb, from New York City originally.
Excellent.
And Michael Robertson, my husband, on bass right here.
Nice. That's awesome.
And a great support. And
Yes, very cool. And your sound man.
Yeah, and actually, he's really, he's been very inspiring for me to do, the Cuban music and bring it. And it's actually fortuitous, because we actually went to Havana in 2011, and I had been there, and since I was a little girl, and so it was very. It was just an incredible experience, and I'm actually. People ask me, well, how do you feel about everything that's happening? And I think it's a beautiful thing, because they're our neighbors, and no matter what your political view, it's beautiful, you know. So it'll be nice for people to experience the love and everything, and that comes from Havana.
Yes.
Cuba.
Well, we can get a little taste of that through you guys today. So truly awesome. Check out mercybermudez.com. You also have a Twitter account.
We do. Actually, Michael started a Twitter account for this group, so it's Outside the Box.
Right.
And it's if you go to, what's the address is...
it's Outside the Box without any vowels.
Yes, it's Outside the Box without any vowels, and there you can find where we're playing, and we just started it, so it'll be cool.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you for that. Well, you're going to play another song. I'm going to go dance over here because my salsa is a little rusty. Thank you guys very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience, and we'll see you next time. Outside the Box, everyone.
Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Triste fue a bailar con su mamá, pues eran costumbres del tiempo. Nunca esperó encontrar el amor de su vida, llorando lágrimas secas y eternas. No supo que su futura le estaba mirando de lejos con ojos del fuego. Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Paró de bailar con la otra. Piso en pedazos, nunca esperó encontrar el amor de su vida. Loco, enamorado con su belleza, se arrodilló antes de Elena, ahí mismo pidió su